Hello everyone, Lockdown Lego here for another Lego Star Wars set review. This time, and it's a first for me, it's a Lego Star Wars BrickHeadz. First in my collection, and I was very excited to start building Baby Yoda 113 and the Mandalorian 114 from the BrickHeadz collection series. Of course, hugely popular series and equally hugely popular characters. And this set does not disappoint. Baby Yoda itself was a pleasure to build. Some really nice detailing of the crib. You can see the transparent studs underneath, just giving you that sense of elevation, as we know that it glides elevated off the floor throughout the series. And a really nice Baby Yoda design as well, with the stud ears and the eyes. Overall, really nice BrickHead. Perfect for display purposes. A very cute looking Baby Yoda to put wherever you want to as part of your BrickHead display. Moving on to Mando. Mando was a little more tricky to build. There's a lot of detailing that goes into this, and there are a lot of smaller 1x1, 1x2 studs to piece together Mando as you go through the build. It takes up the vast majority of your time building Mando. As I mentioned, Yoda is a much more of a faster build when it comes to that. But nonetheless, Mando is still an impressive BrickHead regardless. You have some really nice accessories that come with Mando. The blaster on the front, the gun on the back, which can pivot depending on how you wish to display the gun. Detailing with the helmet itself, and some accessories around the belt, some lightsaber hilts. Of course, not lightsabers in Mando's case, but it's what we know from the Lego Star Wars minifigures. They are the lightsaber hilts that are used there, and some binoculars on the front. So overall, a really, really nice Mando BrickHead to complete the selection. Let's talk about the build itself and what comes in the box. The box, as I mentioned, is 113 the child, 114 the Mandalorian, and that's reflected in the bags that are within the box. Bag 1 will be for your Baby Yoda, and bags 2 will be for Mando himself. Equally have as many steps as part of the build process, around about 50 stages to each build, and you can expect it to take just over an hour if you're taking your time with it and enjoying the build process as you're putting every little piece together. So the all-important ratings, what would I rate the two BrickHeadz, or the set itself as a BrickHead set? I'd give it, from a build perspective, an enjoyability and value rating of 7 out of 10. There are elements that I think could have been improved with the build, specifically with Mando taking up so much time and being very intricate in detailing. If you're not a fan of the smaller studs and builds and bricks, then this probably isn't the set for you. But an impressive build nonetheless. I think the detailing goes a long way when it comes to the displayability factor of the two BrickHeadz. These will look great on the display wherever you want to put them, and as you can see in my case, completes my Mandalorian series set with the Funko Pop Baby Yoda and Mandalorian, as well as the minifigures as well. Baby Yoda, as you know, you can get in the Crest Mandalorian Bounty Hunter Transport set for Lego. I was incredibly surprised at how small Baby Yoda is actually, but it's a highly coveted and sought after minifigure you can only get currently in the Crest set. And then the Mandalorian minifigure that comes as part of two sets, the ATST Mandalorian series set that features the Klatooinian Raiders and one of my favourite minifigures, Cara Dune, as well as, of course, the Crest Mandalorian Bounty Hunter Transport Lego Star Wars set that was recently released. It's the exact same Mandalorian minifigure, so if you're after the minifigure, I'd recommend you just go for the ATST. It's a cheaper set and actually a really enjoyable build, so you don't compromise on enjoyability with getting that set either. And the Cara Dune minifigure is a great one to get your hands on too, from a minifigure perspective. Good, so 7 out of 10 for the build itself. As for the set, as you can see, I've got quite excited talking about it, so you can probably guess I'm going to give it a high score, 9 out of 10 for the enjoyability and value perspective with this Mandalorian series BrickHeadz collection. Really enjoyed it, as you can tell. It looks great on display, and there are kind of certain elements to these BrickHeadz which really bring them to life. There are 3 things that I'd say I'd recommend could have been done better with the BrickHeadz, specifically actually with Baby Yoda. 2 for Baby Yoda and 1 point for Mando. I think the platform itself, the transparent studs, could have been elevated slightly higher, just to give it much more of an obvious elevation. It works, but I think it could have been emphasized more by maybe putting 2 or 3 layers of transparency underneath it. Of course, that would have put the 2 out of proportion. Baby Yoda would have then appeared higher than Mando. So appreciate it's a question of scale when you come to doing that. But yeah, I think it could have been emphasized, the elevation, even further. The second part is Mando comes with accessories. Baby Yoda doesn't have any accessories. You could argue the crib itself is an accessory, but as we know, we've seen Baby Yoda in the series with frog, toad, whatever Star Wars have called that creature, and I think it would have been really nice to have included an accessory, a toad frog accessory for for Baby Yoda to put in his hand in the crib. Obviously, he's not going to eat it himself as a minifigure, but it would have been nice for Yoda to have had that frog as an accessory. And then the third point for improvement would probably be Mandalorian, the detailing and the time it takes to build Mando. Less 1x1 studs would have been appreciated. They're always tricky to position correctly on anything that's less than another, that's more than, another 1x1 stud. So yeah, they're my 3 recommendations for improving this, but certainly does not take away from my 9 out of 10 rating for enjoyability and value of this set. I've been Lockdown Lego. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please leave any comments below and subscribe to my channel down on the right hand side there. And if you want to watch any more reviews that I've done for my Lego Star Wars collection, I've also got some time lapses for you to dive into. Feel free to click on the suggested videos on that left hand side.